Alright, thanks for booking our RV. It's usually parked as close to the lake as possible. This time it's parked near the fishing pier. So we'll have it set up here. There'll be a lock box that you'll be able to see. And this is mainly for the generator, so I want to make sure that you know that there's gasoline here. And use gasoline as opposed to a propane because gasoline is more cheaper right now. Propane is about $3 to $4 a gallon, while gas is $1.80 or something like that. So definitely use the gas as much as possible. But with that, the reason why we have propane is because this generator will only start on propane. So what we're gonna do is kind of show you the steps here. We'll have it all set up so that it's ready for you to start it, and it's gonna be on propane. And make sure that this is at 120. Don't switch it down to 240 because that won't work. So make sure it's switched up. It's already plugged in and it's gonna be switched on. And then our choke here is gonna be, we're gonna have the fuel off for now, and the choke will be closed. But we'll go ahead and show you how it's gonna be. Everything's gonna be turned off. Okay, so now we're gonna start the generator. Now, when we're here, we usually have to wait a few minutes when we first start the thing, because once we turn on this valve here, we need to wait for it to pressurize the generator system. So I'll pause this video, maybe wait a few minutes, and then we'll get back to it. And then, but I'm gonna go ahead and walk through this anyway. So once it's ready to start, we're gonna go ahead and start by pulling this cable here. As soon as we pull it, it should start. Now we're gonna let it warm up, and actually, let me start over. We're gonna go ahead and open this choke open, okay? And then we're gonna make sure that this valve is open. We'll probably close it when we leave, but make sure you open that valve. Everything should be good to go. It should be in the propane setting, okay? And then once that's pressurized, we're gonna give this a yank, okay? Once that yanks, it's gonna start. As soon as it starts on propane, we're gonna go ahead and kind of wait a few minutes for it to heat up. And while it's heating up, we're gonna go ahead and switch this fuel valve for gasoline to on by making it vertical, because that's where the flow is flowing down and into the engine that way, okay? So we're gonna switch that on, and then we're gonna go ahead and then kind of let it heat up a little bit. If we switch too fast, you'll notice that it's gonna start to like choke and about to die. If it is, then just leave it on propane a little longer until it heats up. Give like maybe 5 minutes, then go ahead and switch it to fuel, and then it'll kind of like choke a little bit, whatever, but it'll probably keep running. And as it continues to run, we can then lower the choke a little bit so that it's a little more efficient, okay? And kind of like maybe like midway or whatnot, okay? And then that's it. It's gonna run on fuel, and as soon as it's running on fuel, make sure you turn off this gas valve, because if you don't, it's gonna run the propane with the fuel at the same time, and it kind of defeats the purpose of trying to save on not using the propane, okay? So as soon as we're done, we only need it just for starting, and as soon as we're done, we're gonna turn it off, okay? And then if it does use it up, I'm gonna have to think about either charging an extra fee or something like that, or not doing it. Anyways, we're trying to get the other generator fixed that's built with this RV, and this is the alternative solution for now until we solve the other problem. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and then I'm gonna show you how it's gonna be running. Now, once this is the fuel gauge here, as soon as this red goes down, you'll notice it's gonna be low. You can go ahead and fuel it. Now, what I would do is I would probably just add more fuel while it's running. I don't think it's gonna start a fire or anything like that, but unless you're comfortable with restarting the whole process, turning it off, shutting it down, run with propane again, and then fill it up, run with propane, and then switch to gas, then do so. But if not, just fill it with gas and just let it run, okay? As far as running wise, I think people are saying that a full tank of gas should last about, I'd say maybe 6 to 10 hours. It's a big old range there, because most of the time they ran it with the propane together, which is why it ran for 10 hours with both being full. And yeah, so all right, so my wife's gonna hold this phone here while I demonstrate now. So I'm gonna switch back to propane, and fuel is off, and I'm gonna go ahead and open the choke all the way open, and I think it's ready, good enough to give it a crank. If not, then I'll kind of wait a little bit. it pressurized for a little bit. I might have to pause it. I'm gonna give it a couple cranks. I don't know. Maybe it'll just start. I'll watch it. Get a few minutes, chit chat a little bit.
Alright, we'll pause the video.
Pause the video.
Record.
Alright, try it again. Alright, I'll have to wait then. Unless there's no propane in here, that could be a problem. So if that's empty again, then that's not an issue.
We are out of propane, I think.
Well, we better get some propane then, and then come back.
We'll have to edit this video.